Well, into that breaking news story, another mass murder has taken place in the Eastern Cape. SABC News has received a report that 6 people were gunned down at Godini village near Qumbu. It is alleged the victims, all deceased, are members of the Community Policing Forum. No further details are as yet available. Now, you'll remember that this incident comes just 9 days after 18 people were gunned down in Lusikisiki. A memorial service was held yesterday for the Lusikisiki victims. 3 suspects are meanwhile expected to appear in court today in connection with other crimes in Lusikisiki and have been identified as persons of interest regarding the Lusikisiki massacre. And for more on today's court appearance in Lusikisiki, we speak to our reporter Lerato Frikisi. Lerato, this appearance obviously in court now coming on the back of what we're hearing as breaking news this morning. One has to ask, what is happening in the Eastern Cape in terms of these mass killings? Good morning to you.
Absolutely terrifying just to hear, like you said this morning, that 6 people in Godini village near Qumbu allegedly are victims who have passed on through another mass murder. And like you said, this comes literally not even less than 2 weeks ago where 18 people were murdered, and it really is a huge concern, and that within 18 days after such a huge mass murders, now allegedly 18 days after that, 6 victims from the CPF are allegedly dead also through a mass murder, and we are still waiting for the police to give us more information. We'll relay the information as it comes. But this morning, Leanne, we are outside the Lusikisiki court where the 3 suspects that were arrested in connection with various criminal activity here in Lusikisiki will appear in court. Like you said, these 3 aren't directly linked to the mass murder, but Police Minister Senzo Mchunu did say yesterday that these 3 could be people of interest that could help assist the police to link them to the culprits of this case. But Minister Mchunu really confirming yesterday that the people arrested this morning, or arrested and also appearing in court this morning, are not directly linked to the mass murder, but could be people that are leads and also people of interest that could help the police to piece together this case and give a proper arrest to the real culprits behind this vicious mass murder.
Yeah. In terms of the families, one would imagine that there should be quite a big presence at this particular hearing. Can you perhaps talk to us about contingency plans in place, security and the presence of the families there?
Some of the family members did express that they will be at the court. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu said that in Ngobozana village where this tragedy took place, they've intensified police visibility here, and also around the court there will be high visibility because obviously it's quite an interested case from the community. But members of the families affected said that they will send representatives, because you understand that this coming Saturday on the 12th there's going to be a mass burial for 11 members that died from that tragedy. So family members are obviously can't all come. They are busy preparing for funerals which take place as early as this week Saturday, but they've sent representatives, and Police Minister Senzo Mchunu did say they're going to intensify police visibility here around court and also especially in Ngobozana after this fatal killing last week.
Also, in terms of state assistance for these funerals that we're talking about, this mass funeral, is there a confirmation that this will all go ahead and that this will be one mass funeral that the state is going to assist with payments for?
Just in terms of the funeral arrangements, from what I understand, speaking to the family members, 11 members of the deceased come from Ilali called Labase, which the number of the deceased come from there. So all the family members from there have decided themselves to hold a mass funeral. I don't know at this stage if the state is funding that funeral. From what I understand, it's the community coming together because 11 members come from that specific location. So they've decided to club together and bury their loved ones. And then other funerals will take place next week Monday. So I don't think it's an issue where the government is saying we're funding funerals, but I am aware that throughout the week and throughout the entire ordeal, the Eastern Cape government has provided a socio-economic support in terms of food parcels. They've also assisted in terms of funeral arrangements and coverage for those that don't have funeral policies. But from what I understand, Leanne, the community members and also family members are clubbing together to hold the mass funeral on Saturday for the 11 deceased, and then other family members will hold their own funerals where these people come from.
All right. Lerato, just quickly, the time that this begins, what time are we expecting proceedings to start?
The proceedings are expected to start at about 9 o'clock, but you understand, Leanne, that within court there are other cases that are also have to be heard in court. So it will start, court opens at 9 o'clock, and then the specific case then will be heard as and when it is shifted on the case roster.
All right, wonderful. Loretta Fakisi on that story for us, keeping an eye on, I imagine, both of the big stories, that one and, of course, the breaking news story that we've just heard coming out of Qumbu, where another 6 people have been gunned down, and we'll bring you more during the course of this program.